Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So here's the day in the life of an English teacher. It's February 24th. Right now it's like 9, almost 10 in the morning. No students are here. The local teachers aren't here, and we still have to come into work and basically like do nothing. So here I am at my computer. I didn't bring my selfie stick today, but I'm just basically like, they're learning my languages. I got my heater over here. And like I'm just here kind of doing nothing, and I don't know, that's just how it works in China. So I'm a little sick as well, but it's all good. So I'm just here doing this until 5 basically. um but yeah, I don't know, it's going to be an interesting semester because I am getting my license, so I will have to like work extra hard like this semester, right? I'm going to be doing my normal lessons, and then I have to have people watch my lessons. I have to record videos of my lessons, and then edit those videos for my mentor. So it can be very difficult. And then I need to do tests, so I have to go to another city, to Shanghai, and it's going to be expensive. I'm going to be stressed out that if I don't do well, then I'm kind of like wasting money and time, so I have to pass the test. So it's going to be very, maybe I'll be under a lot of pressure. Otherwise, I might have to stay at this current job again, but I am trying to avoid um, jobs like this that, you know, make you come in and kind of do nothing. I feel like a lot of ESL jobs right now are kind of like that. Some will have no office hours, so basically if you don't have a class you can do whatever you want to. Some like this, like you kind of have to make it like that and just do what makes sense, because no one is like really checking that much except for the beginning of the semester. So yeah, that's just life. Uh, Maybe I should give like a tour of the building, but I didn't bring my selfie stick today, so maybe I'll do it in the afternoon. But I'm just gonna continue rambling on here. Um, yeah, so it was a nice vacation. It feels really short. It's gonna be hard getting back onto my sleep schedule. I was going to bed so late, and I feel like this whole vacation I've been running around. You know, I like learning languages and stuff. I even brought my mic, which I should take out so I can do some Pimsleur. And basically, um, after going to Thailand, it's just been a whole thing of me trying to get back onto my normal routines and stuff. But I think it's good that I went out and left, because usually I will just stay at whatever city I'm at, and then it's really boring, and then the days like just melt into each other, and it's just not the best place to be because it's really cold right now. It's cold and rainy. It's almost freezing cold and rainy, and it often does not snow, so it's not like, I don't know, good winter weather. It's just like the worst kind of winter weather you could expect. Um, and so yeah, literally that's how it is right now. Um, yeah, so I'm just here chilling. That's my life. I could walk around and talk, but not feeling very social right now. But I do have a lot of stuff that I need to get done here. Yeah, it's been since I'm doing this program, as I'm like, you know, in Thailand and stuff, I still have to think about, oh, I have to go back on like XYZ day to, or I still have to like make sure on this day that I go back so that I can do the class, do the online class and whatnot. So it hasn't been completely like relaxing a little bit, because in the back of my mind there's still homework and a lot of stuff that I need to do. After this though, man, I think hopefully my other projects in my life will like kick off as well. This language stuff, it's kind of picking up. I feel like on some level, it's like not the best use of time because when I go to another country, people are going to speak English to me. So I have to, it's not just learning the language now that I'm preparing myself for, which was like the first hurdle. Now I feel like the second phase after doing this for maybe like 6 years now is that I have to um, get up my social skills as well and like force people to use their language with me because it's not natural for them to speak like their language to someone who's um, not like a local or not part of their country, right? So when they see someone that looks really differently, like in their mind, subconsciously, they're already thinking, I need to speak English, no matter what, like, no matter what level or whatever. So, yeah, that's that. So, let me just open up. I've been doing some Lingo Deer. I'm almost finished that for Thai. I bet I could finish that today. So I'm not completely pessimistic about um, what I call like desk forming. Um, so it's not the worst. Yeah, I mean, if I had worked in like the U.S. and like let's say I was at like Starbucks or something, right? And I, just like going in there every single day, you don't feel like doing it and whatnot, like, and it's like kind of soul crushing. And then coming to like a place like here where you just are still here but you do nothing, it would be like, oh yeah, that's no issue. But because I never really had that, I mean, I had other jobs that were somewhat not optimal, even in China, because when I first got here, I was working 6 days a week, and I kind of got finessed for being like a new, fresh college graduate. So basically, how they got us was they said that we're going to be working. Now give me a second here. Wait, 17. Oh, I erased. Oh, I already erased it. Okay. So they said, oh, you're going to be working only like 28 hours a week. So it's not that much, right? Even with 1 day off. But trust me, it was, because the way they scheduled it is not like your total working time. They scheduled it by how many classes do you teach a week, right? So like 28 classes. But here's the thing, is that if you are scheduled a class right next to a class, right? You're still gonna be like in the vicinity, like you're still like on duty, right? So it's not just like you are chilling when you're not teaching. You're still kind of like active. So on the weekends, it was extremely rough because you have classes like all day and it's like exhausting. But they always try to like be like, oh no, it's not that much, this generation is always like so lazy. So going from that to another job that was like 8 to 5, it was okay. But when I was at that job, I basically negotiated my salary down so that I didn't have to come and then just like do what I'm doing now, which is just like desk forming. And at a training center, it feels even more mundane because you're working in the afternoon, you feel like you have no life, and then like I don't know, it's just like not healthy. Like you go to sleep late, you wake up late, and then it's just like not good. And like it's just really easy to get into like a bad habit, and then still the weekend is super hard, so it's even more exhausting. And so after that, yeah, I negotiated it down to where I would come in like 4 hours, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday was like a little bit less. So after I finished like our work or whatever, I could just leave. But still, I'm like, this is just like not good, and I'm still like working more than other people, because if I'm at a normal school, right, you get like 3 months of vacation, which is essentially what I have now. So then I like came here, and it was nice. The hours are nice, and then they switched the hours. Well, actually, I wouldn't say the hours are nice. They're like okay, but then they switched it, and then I don't know, like they try to be more strict sometimes, and I feel like that's how China is. Like they think like the stricter the better, like the more rules that you could have for like nothing makes like the school better. So for example, here we are in the classroom, and then they'll be like, oh, you can't eat or snack in the classroom, right? Like, so let's say like you're a teacher, right? You're gonna be starving, or you're flustered, you're doing all this stuff, you're around kids. They're around kids even longer than you would be in like the US, because they're here essentially like 12 hours a day. So they're doing almost like twice the work. Like imagine that. Like we're already like not doing well in the US, doing like twice the work, and then they're like, oh, you can't like eat in the classroom, you can't drink water, like, oh, you can't like go to the bathroom. There's rules for like what the AC can be on, like if it will be freezing, and they're like, you can't put it up to a certain level, or you can't turn it down to a certain level. So it's just like, I don't know. So you're sweating when it's hot. I'm like sweating, and oh, there's always hot water. And then when it's cold, you're freezing. So that's why I have like the heater. That's why I have this heater, and then the fan. It kind of helps me a little bit. What I like to do is I just like try to sneak home, and then I'm comfortable, right? You know, like you don't have a class, everyone is busy. Everyone that's supposed to be watching you is way too busy, and they all fake their job, right? It's just like very bureaucratic. Like this person is trying to please the person up the chain that tries to please the person up the chain. Like no critical thinking. You can't like challenge anyone's ideas or whatever. You just like completely listen. So the whole system is like inherently broken. So I'll just like go home and do my thing. No one really cares. And at the end of the day, they just need a teacher. They will, as long as the parents are happy, and then like that's that. Like no one really cares. The only reason why anyone would care about your performance is how it reflects on them as a whole. But like, I don't know, it's complex. So all right, that's my morning rant. So see you next time. See you later. Okay, so here I am at the water machine. I just filled up my water bottle, and as you can see, basically the school is outside. So when it's hot or cold, there's no protection from the elements. Like here we are, boom, we're just like outside right now, and yeah, it's like the floor can even get wet. So that's why it can be extremely uncomfortable being here. And it's basically a ghost town. Like no one is here. You can see a couple lights on, and I don't know, I just try to make my life easy. I think if I was a student here, I would not like it, because you basically just live in your classroom like all day, right? You come in here, the teachers just sit here all day, the students just sit here all day, and it's like not that big. I mean, maybe it looks kind of fun, but I don't know, it just lacks like a lot of kid stuff. I feel like, you know, like this decoration and stuff, it's okay. It's like, yeah, it's okay, but the reality is like, I don't know, it's just not super positive. It's more like kind of oppressive. I feel like the kids just need to get a good grade on stuff, and then that's how things work. I mean, here we have a piano. The kids can't really play the piano. Usually it's just full of books all the time. The students have to like ask to sharpen their pencils and stuff. I don't know, it's just kind of funny. So yeah, let me to do. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. So now This is after lunch. I'm walking back right now. Here's like what the apartment and everything looks like. So I'm wearing a mask because the air quality usually isn't that good. But I'm also like sick, and I just need to get in the habit of wearing one, because when all the kids come back, I usually get really sick. Last semester, I got sick like it's like crazy, like it felt like week after week. So yeah, that's that. So now I get to go back. Same thing as before, basically, like we're gonna be doing nothing. And I don't know, I was debating if I should just stay home, but I feel like they might actually check today to see if we are actually out. But I can't do a lot of work because my colleagues who I work with aren't here, and we have to work as like a team, so there's nothing that I can really do. So yeah, I'll just go back and like study languages. I was using my microphone before. I don't know, it's kind of good because like I'm forced to get back into my old schedule where I was more effective during the break, like the winter break and stuff. I just was sleeping so late and stuff. It's just, I was always trying to catch up. So here we go. It is more comfortable because it's at least warm, but I feel like it's still gonna be loud. So alright, I'll go see ya. Is it legal? Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Oh, look at this. Yeah, you're my vlog.
Oh,
Chinese girl. If I write, oh, guys, look, I have a Chinese girlfriend, I can get so many views. Did you know that?
I know. We're in which platform?
And YouTube.
Well, that's not good, right?
Do you like that?
Not really.
I went on a Chinese date. Guess what happens?
Nothing.
There's so many views.
Nothing happened. Well, didn't you post? Okay, walking in Thailand with a Chinese girl.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? Well, I thought that would give
Do you
you
want
more,
me to?
more views. Is that what you're saying?
No, but should I?
Use this one.
Okay, I'm like, are they driving in?